serious allegations are emerging involving Meghan Markle and Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Claims suggest a private relationship, long rumored in elite circles, may have been exposed after a photograph allegedly surfaced showing the two together. Claims circulating online allege that Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, is involved in a secret romantic relationship with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. According to these reports, the relationship has supposedly been rumored for an extended period, but has now reached a turning point following the alleged leak of a photograph showing the two together on what has been described as a private date. The story has spread rapidly across social media platforms, igniting fierce debate and speculation about motives, money, power, and secrecy. Supporters of the claim insist the image confirms long-standing whispers. Critics argue the entire narrative is manufactured. What is undeniable is the speed with which the allegation has traveled and the intensity of the reaction it has provoked. Within hours of the story gaining traction, online commentary framed the alleged relationship as transactional, with accusations that Meghan Markle was pursuing financial security and elite global influence. The narrative quickly escalated beyond a simple dating rumor into a broader character judgment, reinforcing long-running public scrutiny of her personal life. At the center of the controversy is the supposed photograph, repeatedly referenced, described, and debated, yet never publicly verified. The photo that triggered global speculation. Multiple social media posts claim that a private image exists, showing Meghan Markle and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman together in an intimate setting. Descriptions of the photo vary widely. Some accounts describe a luxury restaurant. Others suggest a private compound or high-security location. Despite these detailed claims, no authenticated version of the image has been released by any credible source. Instead, what circulates online are low-quality visuals, cropped images, and screenshots lacking clear origin or metadata. Digital analysis of several widely shared images suggests that they are either heavily edited or derived from unrelated photographs taken at separate events. In some instances, facial features appear digitally altered, raising further questions about authenticity. The repeated reference to a leaked photo has nevertheless played a critical role in cementing belief. In the modern media environment, the mere suggestion that visual proof exists is often enough to convince audiences, even when the image itself remains unseen or unverifiable. Why the story gained instant traction. The alleged pairing of Meghan Markle and Mohammed bin Salman unites two figures who already attract intense global attention. Meghan Markle remains one of the most polarizing personalities in contemporary royal discourse, while the Saudi Crown Prince is among the most powerful and controversial political leaders in the world. The intersection of celebrity culture and geopolitical power gives the story an inherently explosive quality. For online audiences, the idea of a former senior royal being romantically linked to a Middle Eastern crown prince feeds into long-standing fascinations with secrecy, wealth, and influence. This dynamic has made the story particularly appealing to content creators seeking engagement. Headlines emphasizing exclusive, hidden, and exposed language proliferated, often without sourcing or verification. Each iteration amplified the previous one, creating the impression of momentum and legitimacy. The money narrative emerges. As the rumor gained visibility, its framing shifted. What began as a question of whether the relationship existed soon transformed into assertions about why it supposedly did. Commentators widely suggested financial motivation, arguing that Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's immense wealth made him an attractive partner for someone accused of seeking financial independence outside the royal system. This framing echoed accusations that have followed Meghan Markle since her early relationship with Prince Harry. Despite a lack of evidence, the narrative of financial ambition resurfaced quickly, reinforced by the Crown Prince's global reputation as one of the wealthiest and most powerful men alive. The accusation became central to the story's appeal, not merely a secret romance, but a calculated alliance. The historical detail being used to support the claim. Supporters of the rumor frequently point to a documented event from 2018 when Meghan Markle wore diamond earrings reportedly gifted by Saudi sources. The earrings became controversial after the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, prompting retrospective scrutiny of Saudi ties within Western institutions. Meghan Markle's representatives denied any intentional political statement or inappropriate conduct at the time. No evidence emerged linking her personally to Saudi leadership beyond formal royal protocols. Nevertheless, this episode has been repeatedly cited online as supposed proof that a deeper relationship existed long before current rumors surfaced. The gap between documented fact and speculative conclusion has largely been ignored in viral discussions. The role of social media amplification. The spread of the allegation highlights how modern information ecosystems operate. Algorithms reward emotionally charged content, pushing sensational claims to broader audiences regardless of verification. Videos and posts questioning the rumor's validity often receive significantly less engagement than those promoting it as an open secret. Creators carefully avoid definitive language, instead relying on implication and rhetorical questioning. This strategy allows misinformation to circulate while minimizing accountability, as claims are framed as discussion rather than assertion. As repetition increases, familiarity breeds belief. What verified reporting actually confirms. To date, no mainstream media outlet has confirmed a romantic relationship between Meghan Markle and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. No authenticated photograph has been produced, and no named source with direct knowledge has gone on record to support the claim. Despite this, the rumor continues to thrive. Driven by speculation, recycled imagery, and narratives that resonate with pre-existing public biases. The story's endurance illustrates a fundamental tension in modern media. Facts struggle to compete with narratives designed to provoke emotion and controversy. A rumor bigger than its evidence. Whether ultimately debunked or quietly forgotten, the claim linking Meghan Markle to Saudi royalty has already left its mark. It has reignited debates about her character, her motives, and her place in the global spotlight. It has also exposed how easily unverified claims can be transformed into widely accepted truths through repetition alone. As attention shifts from whether the relationship exists to what it supposedly represents, the story enters a new phase. One where money, power, and manipulation take center stage. As claims linking Meghan Markle to Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman continued to circulate, the story entered a second, more aggressive phase. The focus shifted away from whether a relationship existed and toward what it allegedly represented. The rumor was no longer framed as a private matter, but as a symbol of wealth, ambition, and power. In online discourse, nuance disappeared, replaced by certainty built on repetition rather than evidence. At this stage, the allegation became less about two individuals and more about a narrative that audiences were primed to accept. The financial motive theory takes hold. Central to the rumor's longevity is the assertion that Meghan Markle would be motivated by money. The Saudi Crown Prince's vast resources are frequently emphasized in commentary, often exaggerated into near mythical sums, reinforcing the idea that any association with him must be financially driven. This assumption persists despite the absence of corroborating facts. Meghan Markle's financial status, including media ventures, production deals, and personal earnings, is often ignored or minimized in favor of a simplified storyline. The implication is clear: wealth alone is presented as both motive and proof. Such framing reflects a broader pattern in celebrity culture, where women's ambitions are frequently reduced to transactional narratives. In this context, the rumor becomes less a report and more a morality tale tailored to audience expectations. Power and the fascination with elite access. Beyond money, the rumor feeds into a fascination with access to power. Mohammed bin Salman is portrayed in online narratives as a figure who operates beyond scrutiny, shielded by influence and secrecy. Linking Meghan Markle to this image transforms her into a character within a geopolitical fantasy, someone allegedly navigating hidden corridors of global authority. This portrayal overlooks the realities of international politics and diplomacy, instead relying on dramatic imagery drawn from popular culture. Private jets, guarded compounds, and undisclosed meetings are invoked without evidence, reinforcing the perception of an untouchable world operating outside public view. The appeal of this narrative lies not in its accuracy, but in its spectacle. The role of AI and digital fabrication. As scrutiny of the alleged photograph intensified, a new dimension emerged: artificial intelligence. Digital analysts have noted that many images circulating as supposed proof exhibit characteristics consistent with AI-assisted manipulation. Subtle inconsistencies in lighting, facial symmetry, and background detail suggest composite construction rather than candid photography. The rise of accessible AI tools has blurred the line between authentic imagery and fabrication. For audiences unfamiliar with digital forensics, such visuals can appear convincing, especially when presented within emotionally charged narratives. This technological shift has profound implications. It allows rumors to be visually reinforced without the need for real-world events, accelerating the spread of falsehoods at unprecedented speed. Who benefits from the story? The persistence of the Meghan MBS rumor raises an essential question: who gains from keeping it alive? For some content creators, the answer is straightforward. Videos and posts centered on sensational royal controversies generate high engagement, translating directly into advertising revenue and channel growth. The more provocative the claim, the more profitable it becomes. Beyond individual creators, the rumor also serves broader agendas. It distracts from substantive discussions about media ethics, gender bias, and the responsibilities of platforms. It redirects public attention toward personal scandal rather than systemic issues. In this way, the story sustains itself through a network of incentives that reward virality over verification. The silence of official channels. Notably, neither Meghan Markle nor representatives of the Saudi Crown Prince have publicly addressed the rumor. In the absence of official comment, speculation fills the void. Silence is interpreted not as neutrality, but as confirmation by those inclined to believe the story. This dynamic reflects a broader challenge in the digital age. Responding to every false claim risks amplifying it, while ignoring it allows misinformation to spread unchecked. Public figures often find themselves navigating this no-win scenario. The impact on public perception. Regardless of its factual basis, the rumor has tangible effects. It shapes public discourse, influences opinion, and reinforces entrenched narratives about gender, power, and morality. For some audiences, the story confirms pre-existing beliefs. For others, it introduces doubt where none previously existed. The cumulative effect is a distorted information environment where sensational claims overshadow verified reporting. Trust in traditional journalism erodes as audiences grow accustomed to consuming speculation presented as news. A broader pattern of targeting. The Meghan MBS rumor does not exist in isolation. It aligns with a pattern of exaggerated or unfounded claims that have followed Meghan Markle since her entry into the public eye. Each new allegation builds upon the last, creating a layered narrative that becomes increasingly difficult to dismantle. This pattern underscores how repetition can transform rumor into perceived reality, especially when amplified by platforms designed to reward engagement above all else. Conclusion: a story without proof, but with consequences. At its core, the claim linking Meghan Markle to Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman remains unsubstantiated. No verified evidence supports the existence of a romantic relationship, and no authenticated photograph has emerged, yet the story's impact is undeniable. It reveals how modern misinformation operates, blending fragments of truth, technological manipulation, and cultural bias into narratives that feel compelling regardless of accuracy. It demonstrates the vulnerability of audiences to stories that confirm expectations and provoke emotion. As the digital landscape continues to evolve, the Meghan MBS rumor stands as a cautionary example. In a world where attention is currency, the line between fact and fiction grows ever thinner, and the cost of believing without verification becomes increasingly high.